one.
Vroom! In the Night Sky. Coming soon to this Nintendo Switch. I hope to buy it soon.
Yeah, we need to get that game.
It's still full price. I don't know about it. I ain't gonna spend $10 on something I know would be bad. But as you saw, it looks so enticingly bad.
It really does.
Oh wow, now you're working on updates? Maybe you can just shove it.
Okay, so Danny's computer is having some issues, as you just heard. We're working on that, but hopefully for now we can monitor chat and all that good stuff on our secondary devices. Thank God. The internet's on tablets and phones and stuff. So
how about instead of working like it does every week, it crashes, and then when I restart, how about you install some updates? That's what I wanted to do tonight.
Everybody, welcome to the Retro Pals Mascot Fridays. We've got a special treat for you today.
Yes, we do. First,
it's called Danny Goes Ballistic.
Right, left, right, left. Nothing's going wrong, and we never screw up. It's late.
Okay, I will switch it to 400. Maybe it's just 400 now. Okay.
All right, left, right, left, right, down. Way worse.
Okay. Then it's 10,000 again, which is weird because that's whatever. There we go. Try again.
Right, 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 right. Only rights. Okay, that finally works.
Hooray.
Oh my god, alright. Give me like half a minute to account for the shift in technology here.
Alright, Danny has to catch up. So... Danny?
Don't mind me, I'm just flipping off my computer.
Danny's just whispering curses at the computer screen. Well, welcome to Mascot Fridays, everybody. Give us a second here to adjust. But we think you're going to enjoy this episode. We've got a special treat for you today. I'm very excited about it.
How excited?
I am just... Okay, so this... I'm so excited, but it may not sound like that, because I'm a bit sick today. I'm not feeling too hot. I'll be fine. Just got a little stomach bug, I think. So, I'm at, like, half energy. But I will power up to full energy after I see all the good games.
First, we need some background music.
Yes, we do.
So that's what I'm going to do. It's okay, computer. It's not about my plans. It's not about what I want. It's about what you want. And now we're never going to mention you again because you're going in the trash as soon as the stream's over.
That's cool. I'm going to take it out and get a new laptop.
Okay, keep this music going.
Okay. Alright.
Not playing this tonight.
No, we're not.
It has a pleasant background.
Yeah.
And I need to feel pleasant right now.
We are going to feel very pleasant, Danny. There we go.
Let the pleasantness course through my veins. We are gonna be the happiest assholes.
Danny! Language!
I'm good. I'm good.
We're good.
I'm already over it. That's just how fast I rebound. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mascot Fridays, where we rank the mascots. This is a special week. We have a series of mascots for the Nintendo Switch.
Ooh.
2 of these games are platformers. The third is not, but it still employs a mascot. One that's very near and dear to us here at Retro Pals.
Very dear.
You want to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
So tonight's first game, Gate of Doom, comes courtesy of Flying Tiger Entertainment and Johnny Turbo, who kindly provided us with a review code for their new game, Gate of Doom. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, it was really awesome. They were really nice when we contacted, when Danny contacted Flying Tiger Games. They were really cool.
Mm-hmm. We've actually had several offers to cover people's games on the stream, but this is the first one we've taken because it's the first one that actually makes sense and is a game we actually want to cover. Gate of Doom by Data East, now available on your Nintendo Switch from Johnny Turbo.
Yeah, of all people.
So, you know this guy? This Johnny Turbo guy?
No, what is he like? Oh, there he is!
Yep, there he is, in all his glory. Johnny Turbo, if you don't remember, was the short-lived mascot of the NEC Turbo Duo, a console that combined the TurboGrafx 16 and the TurboGrafx 16 CD attachment. This was re-released after NEC itself basically tanked the entire TG16 ad campaign and development, and really every part of it. And it was up to a contractor company called TTI to save the company and pull them out of the hole with their new Turbo Duo. And who better to sell the Turbo Duo than Johnny Turbo? Because you would open an EGM, a Game Pro, or a Video Games and Computer Entertainment magazine from 92, 93, flip through a few pages, and suddenly you'd see a 4-page spread starring this fella right here, Johnny Turbo. God, look at him. Kids, listen. So the basis of this was, it was a series of comic strips, or rather just comics, in which Johnny Turbo tried to promote the Turbo Duo and warn everyone about the evil Faka Corporation, who was trying to trick kids with their Faka CD, which didn't even include the Faka Genesis. I mean, the Faka, whatever it was called, Genesis? Yeah,
I forget. I haven't.
He was there to tell him that the Turbo Duo was the light and the way you should go. And when Faka goons started ripping off kids, he took action. Because Johnny Turbo jumped right in and started killing them.
Like right there, but it was okay because the Faka employees were.
Yeah, they're not even human. They're just robots. It's okay to kill them. Just kill them with impunity. Doesn't even matter. They're just soulless automatons by a Turbo Duo. So as it went for 3 whole comics, there were 3 separate Johnny Turbo comics that premiered over the course of several months in all of the major gaming magazines. And back then, having subscriptions to EGM and VGNCE, of course I saw them. I compared them to the Nintendo ads at the time, which were all like, hey, we have great games, a lot of stuff's coming out. And the Sega ads, which were like, hey, we got Sonic and Blast Processing. Then all of a sudden there's NEC with, we're killing the competition, buy a Turbo Duo. Naturally, these left an impression. You can switch to the previous slide.
Okay.
And years later, I looked on the internet to see if anyone remembered these things, if just so I could confirm that it wasn't some kind of fever dream.
This is like way back in the day.
Way back in the day, the early days of the internet. I found nothing, so what I did is I dug through my old magazines, scanned all the issues of Johnny Turbo, and put them online with some snarky commentary, as was the style at the time.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't recommend reading that article,
Yeah.
but the actual comics are pretty
They're pretty
fascinating.
great. Yeah, the comics themselves, I'm glad you put them up.
Yeah, I did put them up, and I actually put them up in parts. And when I finally completed the last one, Jeremy Parrish at toastyfrog.com was kind enough to post about it, being all like, hey, the Johnny Turbo archive is now complete and online. You should read it. And I don't know if it was that night or later that week that someone who I'd never talked to before messaged me on AOL Instant Messenger. And they were like, hey, what's with this Johnny Turbo guy? Man, what the heck? We talked some more, and this person is now sitting next to me, and later this month, it'll be the 5th anniversary of our marriage.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh.
So it suffices to say that I have a little bit of a personal stake in Johnny Turbo.
Yeah, we love him. I even sent art to Danny for this thing a long time ago. Yeah, we met because Jeremy Parrish promoted Johnny Turbo, and I was like, wow, Johnny Turbo, good stuff.
That's exactly what happened. But now, tonight, it's time to tell the second half of the story, because Johnny Turbo's about 2 people. First is this big fat dynamo right here, Johnny Turbo himself. Second is his alter ego, Jonathan Brandstetter, because in the comics he would transform into Johnny Turbo to save the kids from Faka. As it turns out, Jonathan Brandstetter is a real-life person. He was employed at TTI, the company marketing the Turbo Duo, And he was basically in charge of playing every single PC Engine game and recommending to the Japanese side which games they should bring over to the States. I didn't know this, but at the time he was basically the champion of the TurboGrafx when the corporate higher-ups had basically given up. He was all like, man, you should have put in R-Type as the pack-in, not frickin' Keith Courage. What the heck were you thinking?
Yeah, that's the actual thing. Johnny Turbo, Jonathan Brandstetter, had good taste. He had really good taste.
He is super canny about games. He played hundreds of them. He would fly to Japan and try to convince Hudson and NEC to localize and release these in the States. And he said for every 10 games he requested, he'd get maybe one that would be localized and released. So here was Johnny Turbo constantly flying back and forth between the US and Japan, arguing that we should get Dracula X, and Hudson being all like, "No, you should get Sid Mead's Terraforming. That's just as good, right? Yeah? How about that crappy Godzilla fighting game? We don't need Dracula X, come on."
Who would want Dracula?
But what they did see was passion, because there was this guy being all like, "Look, you gotta localize these great games. They'll sell themselves, damn it." I picture after a while, he just gets frustrated and jumps up on the table, being all like, "Come on, just do good business, for God's sake." But what they did see was his passion, and Hudson also knew about passion, because their spokesperson in Japan was a guy named Takahashi Meijin, who later starred in the Hudson's Adventure Island games and was famous for his turbo shot ability. They figured, hey, the US needs a Takahashi Meijin. Why don't you, Jonathan Brandstetter, be that mascot? And that's how Johnny Turbo was born.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's important I tell that side of the story, because for kids who just played video games and didn't know about the industry, you just think, what the hell's this Johnny Turbo? He's killing Sega? What the heck is this?
Yeah.
When in reality, there was the world's biggest PC Engine fan trying desperately to save the Turbo duo and just hitting a brick wall every time because of corporate just ineptitude. Mm-hmm. So this is dedicated to you, Johnny. You did great work. I had no idea. And if you want to know more about that, Google for Gama Sutra Johnny Turbo. I'd put a link in chat if I could, but I can't right now. I do recommend reading it because it gives a lot of insight into the release strategy back then, or lack thereof. Just Johnny Turbo himself trying to hold it all together, trying to make it happen, and it just didn't work. But times have changed, and Johnny Turbo is back. Alex.
Yes.
Put on that game. And crank it. And sync your controller.
Can do.
And stand on your head. And pat your belly. And rub your head.
Baby. All day, every day.
Alright, listen.
Johnny Turbo's Arcade presents Gate of Doom.
That's him. That's the man himself, Jonathan Brandstetter. He is bringing Data East Arcade games here to the Nintendo Switch, which arrive alongside Hamster Corporation's other arcade releases for the system. A lot of arcade games coming to the Switch lately. I really like it. So this came out yesterday for $8. And again, Flying Tiger Entertainment provided the review code. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And we're going to play through it. Now, I'll show off some of the extra features of this in a bit, but for now, let's just show off the actual game, let's say. Because I'm tired of talking.
Same.
I'm the knight.
This is the knight. His name is Carl. He's lawful good. And he's 26 and available.
Oh, nice.
The wizard, she's neutral good. She's, yeah, you know.
Sagittarius.
Ambivalent about the whole good thing.
I am the bard.
I am the bard. And
I
he's
am the bard.
good.
This is Alex. This is 100% Alex.
Mm-hmm.
25? And the ninja.
He's lawful neutral.
Classic medieval fantasy character right here. Now beginning Legend of Four Heroes.
I guess I gotta...
Gate of Doom. So let's play this darn thing.
So I can just insert as many credits as I want, can't I?
Mm-hmm. They're free.
Man, thank you, Jonathan.
Thanks for the quarters, Johnny.
Alright, 50. That sounds good.
That should get us through the whole game. Now, 51. Alright. We're in the kingdom of Etrulia.
I pressed start to see if that would add me to the game. It did not.
Oh my god, Alex. The Gate of Doom has broken open, and now creatures came out from the underworld. God damn it, Alex.
I didn't! This is what happens when you press start.
Now we gotta lock the Gate of Doom. Oh, this is such a pain in the ass. Alright, so you get a choice of 4 different characters. I'm gonna be the wizard.
How do I get in?
Hit your start button, which is R.
R? Are you fucking...
Or L.
Are you kidding me? Are you... Okay, sorry.
L.
I'm the wizard.
Let's try when we start the game.
May the gods guide you in your quest to save the king.
There we go. Knight.
Alright.
Bard! I'm the bard.
Alright, your controls are A to attack and B to use magic when that meter's full on the right. And yeah, you're totally the bard.
I am the bard.
Hey, meh.
Yep, bard's got a spear.
Why?
Because he's a bard. I am the bard.
You'd think that... oh well, okay. I was hoping the bard would have a, instrument.
No, of course not. What were you thinking? You want to lower the volume a little bit?
Alright.
That should do it. This game has some pretty good music, though.
Does. Well, I died. But I'm back!
So you can see right away, this is pretty much Atari's Gauntlet for the new generation. For the 16-bit generation. The characters are a lot bigger, uses a nice isometric perspective, really detailed graphics for the time. Not an especially well-known Data East game, it must be said. It's no Bad Dudes, it's no RoboCop. But still, it makes an impression if you actually play it. Alright, I'm gonna use my magic. I'm Medusa Head!
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah, there's a lot of different magic attacks you have. Some of them are pretty silly, like one of them just turns you into a rock. Not the bird, but a stone. A piece of... just a chunk of earth.
I am the bard.
I am the wizard.
I'm the bard, honey.
Oh no, our magic.
Whoa, cool.
Look at that cool-ass dragon.
I like this game.
Yeah, it's neat.
This is...
It's got that grimy 16-bit look to it, doesn't it?
Man, Flying Tiger made a good choice with this. This is a good game to bring out. This
Yeah,
is
it's
fun.
not an especially well-known
Yeah.
game, but if you play it, it makes an impression for sure.
Ow. That's my head.
Your head got roasted. Don't worry about these things on the floor. They just block our magic.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm poisoned.
Well, the dragon sat on me.
That was your death scream? Oh!
I know, that's how I'd probably... Oh, I'm alive still. I'm alive. Cool.
Oh, his head fell off. Then the rest of him fell off. Oh, did you catch that? Princess got petrified and the Black Knight took her away. That happened within the space of like a second and a half. Your quest ain't done.
What?
Gotta destroy the monster of Misty Mountain.
Gotta go to Misty Mountain.
Yep, we gotta do the Misty Mountain hop.
May the gods guide you in your
I'm sorry, everyone.
Well... These guys suck.
Ah, crap. Now, I
I
do
don't-
wish this game was 4-player, but this being 1990, this is probably the most they could do with such large sprites. So what do you say we go in the menu and see what our options are?
Okay.
So this game has several different video options. I was impressed by this. You can either do 16:9, which looks ugly, fitted,
Awful.
which looks ugly, and 4x3, which is proper and correct.
Agreed.
However, in screen style, you get normal, get some simulated scan lines, a more rounded scan line. Then you got composite, which looks just as crappy as real composite.
Mm-hmm.
RGB for you frame meisters out there. S-video for if you want something in between. Or VHS, for God's sake.
I like the VHS because you can see the nice color burnout, too.
Let's try VHS. See, that's amazing. And that's something that the Hamster arcade games don't have, all those video options. And it's pretty great, because this really does look like a crappy VHS rip of the game.
Yeah, this looks like something I'd see on YouTube where it's just like VHS, it'd be like a bad Laserdisc rip or something.
Yeah, like a speedrun from the 80s or something.
Uh-huh. This totally
Like something
looks
you send to Twin Galaxies.
Except it'd be real this time.
Yeah, except it's...
Who's the pig? You?
Yeah, you can be pigged. You can turn into a helpless pig. Let's try being the knight, which I actually don't recommend because he's very slow.
My name? I don't have enough time for this, so... JJ.
JJP.
P.
Jumpin' Jack Pinball. Nice ad, Alex.
I was gonna say it's JJ Pickle.
Oh, JJ Pickle. Okay, that's fine. Visit the prestigious JJ Pickle Research Institute here in Austin, Texas, where they research pickles, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
I have no clue. Let's go visit there sometime.
Okay. Take the tour.
There's a bus stop that's like right in front of it. Just go to every time I go to the bus stop, I'm always like, JJ Pickle.
So look at this cool fat dragon.
Listen, I wasn't going to say anything, but there's been a lot of very good dragons in this game. One of them killed me by sitting on me, which... Big fan of that. Big fan.
Now, a lot of 60 frames per second flicker going on here, so you're not going to see that in the stream.
I like my technique of just running into the enemy's bullets and then dying.
It works.
Still...
You can't argue with success.
It's called the speedrun technique.
Now, there's also a sequel to this called Wizard Fire that came out a couple years later. I can assume that's probably next for Johnny Turbo. But as far as their release schedule is concerned, it looks like they're focusing on Data East games, specifically the ones that are licensed from Gmode. If you want to see which games they could potentially bring over, it's you can look up Gmode Data East on Google, and they have a full list. Wow.
Look at the way he died!
What a dramatic death.
Jeez!
Look at his tongue hanging out.
Taking the fall like a soccer player here.
Let's switch to RGB. Oh, there we go. Oh no, I used my magic. I'm gonna bowl your ass over. Oh no! Alex didn't see that. He doesn't know what I just did.
I don't know anything. I was too busy looking at chat. Sorry, I haven't been paying... Okay, everyone talking about whatever about me and dragons sitting on me. Please.
You brought this on yourself.
Listen, you're right, and I know you're right, but that doesn't mean I have to like that people are calling me a crush enjoyer or whatever.
You're a crush 40. Use your magic.
No, that's cheating. Oh my god!
Yep, you're a ball. There's some real silly magic in this game. Like, I think one of them you turn into just a pile of rats.
Oh, I like that! What are you talking about? That's good.
The classic old rat pile attack. They never see it coming.
Well, it's like that one thing was like, who would win? Who would you want on your side? Like, 10 lions, 10,000 rats, like, I think it was like 100 eagles. And everyone was like, oh, I want the rats. It's rat time, baby.
That is a lot of rats.
My name right now is And guess what? I'm the bard.
I am the bard. Oh, we got frozen. And now they sick their guts monster on us. It's a medieval guts monster. Alright, if you look at that Gmode list of their available games to license, you see some real famous stuff on there. You see Burger Time, you see Bad Dudes, Midnight Resistance, Heavy Barrel, all the big games from Data East. So there's a lot of stuff we could potentially see on the Switch in the coming months. Alright, so what's everyone's favorite Data East game you want to see on the Switch? For me, it's Trio the Punch, no question.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's on their list, and actually pretty likely. Jonathan, if you're listening, please.
Yeah, Jonathan, Johnny, however y'all want to, Flying Tiger
Mr.
Games.
Turbo.
Mr. Brandstetter, please put Trio the Punch out there.
I say that not just for my own interest, but it's a really fascinating kusoge from Japan, and like it's actually gotten a fair degree of notoriety among the speedrunning scene in the last few years. It's a running joke. So more than just me is the game's
You
audience.
would make money with this, please.
We did good, but the quest continues.
Where's she going? Oh.
You just let the princess go on a journey?
God guide you in your quest to save the country.
Okay, I hope they guide me.
He just kind of trailed off when he was saying that. May the gods quest.
Did I?
You keep stepping on those and dying.
Listen!
There are still enemy generators, even in the 3rd level, I promise.
You know how sometimes I suck at games and sometimes I'm good? Well, it's because I'm chaotic good at games. Sometimes I'm really good at games and sometimes I just ram into enemies with my body.
The ninja has transcended and is now a pure beam of light.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Just ninja things.
Just ninja things. That's my favorite Twitter account.
Meanwhile, what do you got? A stick? And I'm a pure being of infinite energy?
Yeah, it's really cool, Danny. This sucks, actually.
You're just a bard.
More dragons! Love all the dragons in this game. Thank you.
This dragon here is very Karnov-esque. Looks like something that was also in Karnov. I don't actually know if Karnov is part of the Gmod license list, but if it is, that's another obvious hit for the Switch. We need Karnov. We need... Okay, here's a list. Write this down if you got a pen and paper. We need Midnight Resistance. We need Bad Dudes. Heavy Barrel would be a pretty good get. I'd say Sly Spy also. That's a pretty neat game. It looks like we took 2 different paths here. Let the ninja hustle over to your side. I don't know what happened there. Ninja's back. Oh, I was so close to having full magic. Wait, what?
I will never be a more powerful fighter. I will always be the bard.
Yeah, Alex is choosing to roleplay as the bard today. No other characters exist.
Bard. To be fair, it would be the bard who just like throws himself off the cliff accidentally over and over.
Let's do another video mode.
Okay.
What do you want to see?
I want to see S-Video, baby.
Alright, this is the best 1992 had to offer. This is for you rich kids and your S-Video equipped CRTs. I guess they became cheaper pretty quick, but still. This was the best way to play Super Nintendo. Alright, so it has plenty of options, but what's missing? Leaderboards, for one thing. There's no score leaderboards, and if you're hoping for the Caravan and hide score modes from the Hamster releases, they ain't here. It's just straight up play the game. That's unfortunate, but it did take a while for Hamster to add that kind of functionality to their games. One cool thing this game can do is petrify you over an edge, in which case you instantly die.
Yeah, that was cool, huh?
Believe it or not, this game is possible to finish on 1 credit. There are replays out there on YouTube. You just have to be very slow. You have to very carefully scroll the screen. Also, I'm the knight. Alright, did you catch that? That was a lot of lore.
Okay.
There's gonna be a quiz later. Now we have to fight the Beholder.
Beholder looks cool.
It does. Look at that huge mouth. So yeah, it would be nice, but I expect for Johnny Turbo's Arcade to add these features more later on. Because like I was saying before, Hamster didn't add most of their features at the beginning. It's an ongoing process, as well as a learning experience.
Got one arm.
Other things I'd like to see, control remapping. You can't actually do that. It lets you view the controls but not remap them. I would like that, because the default control is not ideal. It's not ideal, but then again, it's not like a deal breaker either. It just maps it to A and B when I wish it would be B and Y.
Agreed. I'm just trying to get this guy's arm.
Yeah, get that other arm.
Oh, come on!
Other than that, though, this is a promising start, and I'd like to see more Data East games in the future.
Yeah.
Alright, my big wish, my biggest, hugest, most impossible wish for this series, RoboCop. I want RoboCop.
Oh, that would rule. Seems like a hard license to get, but that would rule.
That's the thing, yeah, there is a recent RoboCop movie, so the cost of the license probably went up. But man, so
RoboCop.
many people would buy RoboCop.
I'd buy RoboCop.
I'm not even kidding. So many people. Let's switch back to regular screen style.
Yeah, just no scan lines. Normal.
Now, I'm not quite sure, but to my eyes, it looks like there's some filtering going on here. Am I wrong? It doesn't look
Maybe.
as sharp as it could. Also, I'm a plant now. If that's the case, I would like the option to disable the filtering. Just standard stuff.
I'm the knight again. I'm the knight accidentally.
Hey, you're the knight.
But I'm confused, which...
Yeah, all these status effects. There's petrification, poisoning, confusion, which I think reverses your controls.
Sure does.
But it also has those cool transformations and stuff. This game's very much on the fantasy side of medieval fantasy. A lot of really cool imaginative stuff in this game. And also, pretty difficult. You'll be playing this one a lot before you learn how to one-credit clear it. And of course, we're not showing off the right strategies or anything, but there are...
Oh no, this isn't how... Please
No.
please don't look at me and think this is how you play this game. And that goes for any game we play on stream.
Exactly. But there's a bunch of different items you can collect, and things that improve your odds of survival. We make it look like a mindless button masher, and it can be if you want it to be, but there is some depth to it. Alex, please. We need to go this way.
Stop tossing me in the lava, you...
There, this
Or
way.
just walk through the lava.
Yeah, it's fine. Shortcut.
Actually.
Oh no, it's Cerberus.
At least it's not Cerebus.
Yeah, true. Oh no, it's Dave Sims' Cerebus.
Oh no, this dog wants to talk about divorce and his
He really hates the
ex-wife.
wizard for some reason.
Alright, we can do this. This dog is breathing fire. He stinks. Not a big fan.
Yeah, I've played as all the characters. I think I really like the wizard just because she can throw fire everywhere. Double kill!
Wow, real nice, dog. You think this is mature? You think this is what cool people do? Come on. Well, I picked the ninja accidentally. That's cool too.
Time to be the ninja. The ninja has double speed, I think. That's his thing.
Oh, God, I sure do.
And the wizard has more powerful magic. And the bard's thing is he can't be poisoned.
Oh, that would explain why I wasn't getting poisoned.
Mm-hmm. I also think they upped the boss health in 2-player mode.
Probably.
Because these guys didn't take nearly as long when I played through it as one player. We're about to get him, though. Got him. And we got full magic from that.
Uh-oh. That means the boss must be coming up.
Nope, just more of this.
Ugh.
Wonder if we could have just walked across the lava.
No.
Probably not.
Well, maybe. That's me. And I'm the knight again.
Also saw some cool Neo Geo games on that Gmod license list, but I'm pretty sure Hamster already has those wrapped up. Stuff like Fighter's History Dynamite. Oh yeah, Karate Champ is on that list. Put that on Switch.
Agreed.
Versus Karate Champ. There are 2 versions. Only Versus is 2-player, I think. Magic. Look at this. I'm just a fire throwing fire everywhere. I think we hit a dead end. Just follow your fire, friend.
Can do.
Oh, you got magic too.
I do. I could turn into the giant ball again. Oh, why don't I? Well, I can't because I died. And here we go.
Fleas? We ain't fleas. Oh, that's the biggest dragon yet.
Wow! Oh my god!
That fills the whole dang screen.
What is his pose he's doing?
That dragon's got bad posture.
That dragon is doing some... Is that like the dragon equivalent of the boob butt pose?
Yeah. Gotta show off every inch of that sexy dragon. Oh my god, I looked over at the stream and yeah, the 60 frames per second effect is not coming across.
Not at all.
Data East was big on their flickering, so keep that in mind if you want to stream these games.
Wow, these dragons.
He's tough.
I don't even know what's killing me. It's great.
We get hit so much, this game's starting to sound like a porno.
Danny!
Oh, the dragon just collapsed. Look at this.
Let me see him.
Jeez.
Bye.
That's good eating.
What? I want the crown.
Well, I want the orb.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the orb at least. We gotta get that crown.
Sorry, chat. Talking about different dragon things. Let's... sorry I haven't been able to look at chat. I've been busy looking at the cool dragons. Not that chat isn't as good as cool dragons, but you probably...
This game's got some dragons in it.
It's got... If you like cool dragons, I gotta say, this is like... We've already... How many cool dragons have we run into? 3? 4?
Yeah, like huge ones.
Just good dragons, this game. Excellent dragons.
They're at the forefront of dragon technology in 1990.
Sick of these enemies.
Yeah, they pretty much swarm you if you keep scrolling the screen. But then again, we got some other
Yes!
things to cover.
Look at me!
What were you?
I was a chest!
You turned into a mimic?
Yes, I did!
Wow.
This game gets...
Well, now I'm a confused pig. Oh, you were the
No,
confused
I'm the pig! Where am I? Oh, I died. I'm the dead pig.
You can be a chest, a pig,
Ah.
a rock,
But I am the bard!
a bard.
I look away at the screen, I'm like, well, I can just look up and I'll be fine. I'll just press up and look at and see what chat's doing because I wanna be nice and include chat, but I got
Bard got drunk. So it looks like there's some speedrun strats here. In some of the levels, you can just push past the enemies and hit the door.
Sky Dragon too?
This guy is not a dragon. He's merely huge. That was a trap.
Guess what I am?
Don't worry, folks. Bard here, coming to save the day.
This is how you play chaotic good, by the way. You
Yeah,
just
smack everything in sight.
bah! One of you is going to be the bad guy. Thank God this game doesn't have friendly fire.
Oh, according to the screen, I was petrificated.
Ugh. Whoa, I'm
Oh,
fast!
you're fast now.
Wah!
Okay, he's vulnerable.
I got
Just-
petrificated.
Just don't touch his magic.
Wow, really? You're gonna have some these goofy ghosts? These goons?
I'm a pig. Help!
How do you even? Okay. Oh, thank you for the bits, actual Deek Deek. Appreciate that. And yeah, Wednesday was Danny's birthday. We had a nice birthday stream, and it was.
It's still my birthday.
It is still technically Danny's birthday, actually.
It's gonna be my birthday all month.
Uh huh. I got
Nice.
petrificated, and I got repetrificated,
This guy doesn't give you much of a chance.
and I got petrificated again because I'm too close. And so let me. No, 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 no. How do you even attack him? Is it his head?
It's the jewel on his belt.
Well, you can't get close to that jewel because he petrificates you. I don't like him.
You got a stick, poke it.
Well, I've been trying, but every time it's just petrificated again. Oh, am I? Really?
There's paralysis and petrification. That seems a little much. Like, pick one. You don't need the other.
I'm a pig now.
You think that's Buddha-san? Oh wait, no, that's Jalico. Never mind. I always get Jalico and Data East mixed up.
Oh man. Hey, could you not?
How about you just throw magic all over the screen? How about that?
This is pretty hard.
Yeah. It's a shame this game isn't as well known as it could be, because it came out right before the big 4-player revolution in arcades, like with Ninja Turtles and The Simpsons and all that. This could have been a pretty solid 4-player game if they wanted to make it work. It's time for the reign of King Lucifer.
Come forward and perish. Sounds good.
Alright, this is it, the last battle. Here you can see the princess behind the mirror back there.
Okay, so if she's behind a mirror, can we just break the mirror?
No, that's not how it works.
Boo. This is why adventure games are good. Because
Yeah.
I try to break the mirror and they'd say no. I try to kill the enemy and they say no. And they'd be like, listen, you need to get a chunk of cat fur, a piece of duct tape, and a spoon.
And stick it all on the mirror. Put the spoon on your nose, stick the cat hair on the mirror, and chant abracadabra. Pretty sure that's a King's Quest puzzle.
That guy just shot me with electricity. That's rude. He's a real live wire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought I had him in a pattern there.
Him in good pattern.
Alright, I'm gonna spin around, and if you touch me, it's your fault if you get hurt. Hey, you were right. 50 credits was about enough to beat this game. Double death. Yeah, the big thing about this game is that your character's movement is pretty slow.
It is, yeah.
So usually you'd have to take it pretty easy in order to keep your health and not lose too many lives.
He's gonna turn into a dick. Move away.
He homed right in on us. He knew our plan. Oh! I am the bard.
Sure, dude.
How many times do I have to set you on fire? Oh, another thing I want to see in later arcade ports. Dip switches. Difficulty settings.
Yes, that would rule.
As far as I know, that's not an option in this current release. It'd be worth adding, though. Make things a little bit easier. Man, that range.
Don't look at me.
You coward.
You laugh, but it works.
Yeah, it does. It's a good strat.
Then he's out of his pattern, and I can kill him. See? Bum, 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 bum. I say as he kills me.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
Yeah, someone got killed, alright. Alright, we got him.
Don't laugh, jerk! Come back here! Come back here! I hate...
He'll be back in Gate of Doom 2, Wizard Fire. We did it! Time to do it. Seal that gate.
The Gate of Doom is... closed.
We've done it.
And thus, we kicked ass.
Not bad. Not a bad game. So that's Gate of Doom, available from the Nintendo Switch eShop for $7.99. Yeah, pretty good start for Johnny Turbo's Arcade, and I'm looking forward to seeing more games premiere as part of this. Again, just want to see a few more extra features to bring it up to parity with the hamster releases. And I'd like to see some more famous games if possible, at least like Bad Dudes or Heavy Barrel, or, again, RoboCop if you can swing it. I don't know, maybe do a Kickstarter for RoboCop? It works for Pinball Arcade. That's the way they do their licensed stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, just throwing ideas out there.
They're explaining the Gabriel Knight 3 cat mustache.
Yeah, I think it's
puzzle in chat.
maple syrup you need to attach to your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game could have used a few more adventure game puzzles, some nonsensical logic. But as it is, I think it's okay.
It's good. So, yeah, it was not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting game. I don't know, but that was cool, actually.
James Brown worked on this.
Finally.
Amazing. It licensed his music. And,
it's a
etc.
different cat puzzle. There's a different cat puzzle where you have to make a cat thirsty, so you oversalt pizza.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. You can check chat for that.
You feed a cat pizza?
Someone's gotta.
Fiend. That's it. The Gate of Doom is closed. Nobody open it this time. That's how we got into this trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Johnny Turbo's Arcade from the Nintendo Switch. Very, very much looking forward to their next few games. To conclude things, Jonathan, Trio the Punch. Make it happen. Only you can make it happen.
I would love that.
Bring an official US release of Trio the Punch to a Nintendo console.
Please.
It'll fulfill the prophecy. Make it happen. Just really want to see that.
The prophecy.
Yes, it's true. The Gate of Doom will be unsealed when you bring Trio the Punch to the Nintendo Switch.
Exactly.
Gotta make it happen. Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff. So this is Mascot Friday.
Oh yeah, that means we actually have to rank some games. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Sure do. So that game was about a mascot. Again, the best mascot, Johnny Turbo. But as for mascot platformers, a pretty big one came out recently. It's this game called Celeste. This is from Matt Makes Games, the studio behind Towerfall. And unlike that game, this is single player.
Oh, this is a Towerfall people?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Cool. Cool
Yeah.
sell.
So you know they have a pedigree with regards to pixel art and all that. They know how to make games, but can they make a compelling single-player platformer? Let's find out.
Let's see what Matt can make.
This game also has some interesting accessibility options, which I told Alex he should try
going
out.
to do. Oh, I'm going to actually see... I am going to actually see if this makes the game doable for me. Because there's been a lot of discussions about accessibility, making games easier, the ways to do it. So I'd like to see how this works. Turn it up just a touch.
Yeah, I've already unlocked everything, so just go ahead and pick the first level.
And you can play apparently it was originally on the Pico 8?
Yeah, this was originally a Pico 8 game.
Oh, this isn't where I do it. Okay. Oh, there's a photosensitive mode?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God bless you all!
And a speedrun clock, which is pretty great.
Okay, so I just want to say, this game rules already. 10 out of 10. They gave me a photosensitive mode. Oh my god. I know that's very silly, but that...
No, it's nice. This
We'll
game...
start a new game.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll turn that on.
On!
So this describes the many things
Okay.
it does. So usually this game is a one-hit kill game. You restart the room if you die. But there's a bunch of different assist mode options that allow you to slow down the gameplay, make it so you don't die all the time. Let's try that out.
I like this. I already like this. This game is already my game of the year. Cool.
This game does have a story. It's pretty great. It's pretty fantastic, but I recommend we skip it so that nobody gets spoiled.
Oh yeah, okay. How do I skip it? Start?
Yes.
Skip.
Alright, what kind of assist mode options do you have on?
Oh.
Or maybe they apply later on.
Oh, that was cool. I
Yep,
just
you can
got myself out
jump,
of the
you can
thing.
wall jump, you can hold R to cling onto the walls and climb up and down. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. You do some cool stuff in this game.
Alright, I'm finally catching up on chat. Who had 60,000 backers? Are we talking about the Ouya?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll skip the cutscene.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, here are the assist options. Game speed, infinite stamina.
Oh, nice.
I can just straight up turn on invincibility? That
Yeah,
sounds
turn it
cool.
on.
Maybe later. But I will turn on... Yeah.
Yeah, now stamina applies when you climb surfaces.
Skip
Eventually you run out of
cutscene.
stamina and you fall down. There's the
That's-
old lady who laughs at you.
I was gonna say, being able to skip the cutscene is actually a really nice option for speedrunning. I like
Yeah,
that.
just on Wednesday I was mentioning how I didn't like DuckTales Remastered because you couldn't skip the talking. But this one, you can just do that straight from the beginning.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm. And that's the core of the game, this dash mechanic. Once you're in the air, you can dash in any of the 8 directions. You basically use it like a double jump. Now here's where the assist options apply, I think.
Oh, I'm invincible, so these spikes can't hurt me. That's cool. This is...
Hey Brady, what's up? Your crowdfunding campaign was way more successful than Ouya, in my opinion, because you actually have a real thing. All right, so the spikes don't kill you. You
I like
can
that.
just go on at your own pace.
the Celeste people are on Twitter, right?
Oh yeah,
I have got to thank them for photosensitive mode. That owns. That's like...
that's a nice thing. Yeah,
That
that
is-
affects a lot of people out there, and it's nice
Actually,
to have
yeah. And I usually... My current method is just don't look at the screen and just hope that you don't catch it and hope that it's not an integral part of the game. And
that. To its credit, I don't recall much flashiness in this game at all, but if it has some, it gets rid of it. Those berries, by the way, they're just an optional thing.
oh,
They're usually just like side quest items. I believe the game says you only need them to show off to your friends. Whoa, you don't even die from falling in a pit. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of... I also like that there are different accessibility options as well if I want to, you know...
Yeah.
Ah.
Look at that. Yeah, so if the whole death as teaching mechanic doesn't really appeal to you, you can just straight up turn it off and really not lose much at all.
Because this is still a fun and challenging game, but I'm a guy who, like, my brain issues mean that I mix up my left and my right, movement is whatever, I can't remember button controls, so...
It's just less punishing is all.
Yeah, this is...
And it looks like you can just enable and disable it at any time, and it
That's
doesn't
actually
really,
quite nice.
doesn't have any kind of consequences. Oh yeah, they're still making games for the Ouya, and Pinball Arcade still keeps getting updates. I think they update the Ouya version of Pinball Arcade before the PS4 version, which is pretty funny. It's also alternate paths, you may not have to go this way.
Okay, hold on. So maybe go back to where I was?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see, okay. Hello.
Okay, so I want to say something controversial here, and to make things clear.
Uh-huh.
I usually don't like this kind of puzzle, or rather just platformer. These kind of games where you just die over and over, and you're expected to just learn eventually how to play. Things like N Plus and Super Meat Boy, I don't enjoy them, like, at all, because they have no sense of progression. It's just like, hey, here's a hard level. Oh, good job, here's another hard level. Hey, great job, here's another really hard level. I don't get the appeal, sorry to say. Now, in contrast, Celeste, I bought on my birthday, Wednesday, and on Thursday, I finished it. I couldn't put this game down.
He couldn't. I'd be working on video stuff, and he'd be like...
This game is real fucking good, y'all.
This is this is the most accessible hard game I've ever played, and, like, I am, as you can see, good.
What in the hell are you doing?
Help me.
I wonder if it's even possible to get back up there. Dash up. And then rebound off the left wall to get up.
I've been doing that. See,
Alright, maybe you can restart the room?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, just retry.
Yeah, there
That
we
should
go.
do it. Okay, so there you go.
Okay, so
Yeah, it
there's
looks like
that.
accessibility options. It has its trade-offs. And again, this is strawberry. You don't need it.
Maybe I should go back, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you my experience with N Plus in particular, because that really, it solidified my opinion on this genre. I played it for a good few hours, had some fun, had some frustration, and then I came to this level where you were constantly being shot with these homing missiles, and you had to crisscross the level 4 or 5 times in order to get all the keys to unlock all these doors. I just couldn't do it. So I looked up a playthrough video. Go in the upper right.
I will.
I looked up a playthrough video, and it showed that
There we go.
that all you needed to do was have perfect timing over the course of several minutes and not mess up at all. And I tried it using those strats. I was getting pretty close. But then it occurred to me, like, what am I getting out of this? What am I supposed to be enjoying from this? I just didn't feel anything.
Thank you.
It was all like, oh, what am I aiming for here? To play an even harder and even more frustrating level? Hell no. Now, importantly, what this game does differently is it breaks up the hard stuff with some easier stuff. It actually has a sense of progression. And you do learn the mechanics as you go along. It's like the people who made this actually give a shit about making an enjoyable game. There you go. Yeah, those crystals give you an extra dash.
Oh, cool.
I just love that little hop you do out of the pits.
Doop,
It's all like,
doop.
oops, oops.
As someone who is, like, clinically bad at games, you know, I gotta say...
Yes, Video Game King and Scarlet Swordfish, that's the other example I was going to bring up. VVVVVV actually does have a sense of progression. It has a lot of challenging stuff, but it also has all these branching rooms, all this stuff that Just serves as a good in-betweener, a good spacer between all the challenging stuff.
Boop, boop.
Whereas N Plus and Super Meat Boy, they're just hard constantly. Just beat your head against a brick wall constantly until you beat the level. This, I think, provides a nice compromise between those two playstyles. Is that a Minotaur lady in the background? Oh wait, no, that's the sun.
That's the sunset. That's Danny. You've been hanging out on my
I've been hanging out
timeline
with
too
you
much.
for too long.
Yeah, you've been around too.
Again, we've been married 5 years. I used to not constantly think about Minotaurs,
I'm
but
sorry.
look where we are now.
I'll get it. Actually, one thing I'm liking is that even though I'm bad at game and I have it on like make me not die mode, I'm already learning by progressing.
Mm-hmm. There's just several
my
subtle
bad.
things this game does to alleviate the frustration.
Yes. Yes.
And make it feel like you are making progress.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
you
I did it! Yeah! Woo! 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 Woohoo!
And as you can see from that last room,
Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! I'm so happy. Sorry. I'm a dumbass. I'm so happy. Okay. Okay, sorry.
so as you saw from that last room, it's still a challenge. Even if you enable all this stuff, you still have to do the puzzles.
I'm sorry if anybody who has worked on the game or knows about this game is watching me play, but you made a mode for people like me to play, so it's your own fault.
Yeah, Alex is having fun. How dare you?
I'm the kind of person who needs this mode, and guess what? You did it, and it's good, thank you.
Yeah, frustration's an integral part of the gameplay. Yeah, that's what a lot of them say. To some degree, I'd agree. The challenge and the feeling that you get from finally overcoming those challenges, that's part of the gameplay. That's the appeal. But man, those games are so unfriendly, and they don't give you anything regarding, like, just giving you the right sense of direction or whatever. I need to stop watching this. Having played through the whole thing, it is painful to see this.
I bet. Okay, just how do I do this?
You grip.
Oh, I forgot about gripping. I literally forgot about
You do
it.
3 things in this game.
I know. Dan, you can't yell at me because this mode is made for me, so
Okay.
you can't. If you don't want them to make the game for people like me, then you're gonna have to. If you want the game to be for people like me, you're gonna have to deal with how people like me play this game. Boom, roasted. Okay, I did
I ain't
that
dealing
wrong.
with shit.
Oh yeah, you didn't make this game.
Yeah. What this game does, basically, is it starts with a small pool of mechanics, and each chapter it adds in a couple of new little wrinkles that change it up a little bit,
Oh.
all the while making things just a little bit more difficult to build on the things that you've learned. Man up energy drink. Alex, seemingly despite me, is going for the 100% strawberry collection route.
I guess I wasn't supposed to go this way.
It's just when you see a strawberry, that's not the main path.
Well, then I don't know how the heck I'm supposed to get up there is the thing. I know how to get the strawberry way, but
It's fine, just keep exploring.
okay.
Yep, Alex was so happy he forgot the mechanics.
I was! I'm sorry, man! It's rare that I find a game like this where it's like, usually easy games are either very specific genres or very, very patronizing, and...
Yeah, true.
Oh my god, did you see what I just did?
Yeah, that was an expert level move.
Okay, so that's not the right way, correct?
No, it's not.
Okay, so it's up then, right?
Yeah, try going up.
Okay. I'm scared, though.
I don't know, this is pretty high stakes.
It is! For me, it is! Okay, Crystal, I should be going for that, probably. Haha, you can't play the hard game because I'm playing it. Danny, Mr. Show Off, and me, I'm like... What would be the equivalent of, like, Pitbull's Mr. Worldwide, except, like, instead of Worldwide, it's, like, Mr. Bad at Game or something?
It would just be you in a dumpster.
That's me! That's Mr. Worldwide, baby. Okay, I got this. Just give me a minute.
If you don't grip the wall, so help me God.
Listen, now that I'm being honest about needing assist mode, you know what else is hard when you have brain issues? Remembering multiple button press things at once. So I have that issue. If I'm doing one button press and I have to immediately remember another type of way to do a thing, my brain takes a long time to, like, load that into memory, if that makes any sense. So, like, that's an actual issue I've had with games forever, and combined with my misuse of left and right, see? Just takes me a second. Takes me a lot more repetition than most folks to remember that kind of thing, so I don't know if it's that way for other nerds who have this issue, but for me it is, and I appreciate that this game gives me the assist mode so I don't have to deal with that, so let me do...
I like the subtlety of adding the stamina meter, making it infinite, because that was a problem I ran up against when I was playing the game. A lot of stages you have to have really precise use of your dash, and if you try to rely on the climbing too much, you'll just drop. Luckily, even in standard mode without the assists, you do get infinite lives. The restarts are very quick. You start at the beginning of the room, not the chapter. So it's just the traditional death-based mechanics instead of this, which is a little bit more friendly. Yeah, here you just gotta use the momentum.
You mean fall? Absolutely.
Yeah, fall. Exactly.
So this is gonna probably... So I have to remember how to jump off and go real fast.
Yes, Mebs. Whenever I died in this game, like, often, instead of just being enraged, I would just laugh because it was something unexpected. And it is a game that you learn by dying through. Almost. You just gotta do a dash at the end.
Okay, I think I can remember that. Okay, remembering the dash, and I'm remembering... Okay. Oh, for frickin' sake!
I'm gonna be here all night.
I know!
I'm gonna make you stream this until you beat this room.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Oh, gosh! Did you see that? I was so close.
I guess that's true, Uzi. The assist mode really does figure into the story. Because... Alright, I won't spoil too much. This is a game about anxiety. But it's handled very well. And
well, thanks for the... Yeah, also thanks everyone hosting us. I appreciate it. We both appreciate it. Thank you, Lab Zero and Whooper and everyone else.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah. By the way, if your hair's blue, that tells you already used your dash. You want it to be pink when you make the first jump.
Okay, I get it, I think. Okay, what?
Oh yeah, Shaxx, DQ builders. That'll keep you busy. But man, like I said, once I picked this up, I just couldn't stop. For the record, my file says I finished in 4.5 hours. I hear that's a little fast. People usually take around 7. And after that, there's all sorts of different B-sides and C-sides to the levels, different challenges.
Okay, I'm just preparing my brain memory here. Okay, so that's how I do that, and then when I get to
and then you just dash.
Okay.
And oh my god, the last level in this game is a challenge for sure.
Oh, I can't though because I've...
Just jump on the spikes.
Oh yeah.
That restores your dash. You did it.
Cool. Give me a second so I don't fall down. I'm afraid of falling down.
Well, this is the game for you. It's about climbing a mountain.
Ah, that sucks. Oh, thank you for the 3 bits. I do need to fix Streamlabs there. Okay. Okay. I can see how this game is about anxiety. How do I make this jump? I'm so afraid. Okay. No!
You fucked up. You fucked up so bad. You fucked up. Now the stream's ruined. We gotta throw in the garbage.
Somehow Twitch is removing things from us. Danny's gonna take a try because he's gonna be reviewing this game too. Mr. Good at Game only put in 4 hours. Alright, let me check chat and see.
You want to play more of this, or?
I think I'm good.
That was the last screen.
Oh, lol.
You beat the level. Rest in peace, everyone who tried to climb this damn mountain. Alright, so good job beating the first level. Well, 99.9% of it. Let's go ahead and play one more level, let's say. Oh, there's a cool level I want to show off. Let me go back to my file. Yep, and I got 37 strawberries, because I didn't care.
Yeah. Ash, I do not like the Super NT's intro thing at all. It is very not nice if you're photosensitive.
Oh yeah, it's just randomly flashy.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Is this the level, or is it this one? No, it's this one. This is the level I always see the speedrunners play. Alright, so by this point, they've added in a couple of new mechanics, like these bouncy clouds. And just look at the colors here. This is a nice-looking game. Even your character sprite, which is pretty low detail, is pretty nicely animated. Screw you, Grandma. Oh, by the way, we're in the wilds of Canada. It doesn't take place in any kind of fantasy world or anything, it's just Canada.
Good old Canada. Yeah, there's a few games and things that are so flashy that I have issues with them. Undertale is one. Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
That was a shame.
Undertale is one that actually was pretty bad. I know folks have contacted Toby Fox about it. I don't know if it's changeable or not, though. Unfortunately, I haven't talked to Toby about it. I don't want to...
Maybe someone's modded it.
Maybe. Actually, that would rule. Is there a mod? If someone made a mod of whatchamacallit if someone changed it, that would own.
Which, you see what I mean about them not putting impossible obstacles in front of you right away? That's nice. It gives you... It improves morale, in other words.
Oh, yeah. 81 Rambler, the final battle was not... Yeah, it was not good for me in whatchamacallit, in that game, in Undertale. Unfortunately. And I don't even know if that's changeable mechanically, but it would be cool if there would be a version where that wasn't... Because I could actually do the entire game, but that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It was good up until then.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is a concern that's still pretty new, but this game shows that some developers are concerned with it.
And it's nice. There's been much more like people actually... I've had a couple people ask me, like, hey, what would be good for not flashy stuff? And I'm just like, no strobe lighting. It's genuinely strobing that's really difficult. Mm-hmm. And if you just minimize strobing and just either change the way it flashes or just have them blend like to one another instead, that actually does pretty good. Oh man, someone's trying to port Undertale to the Nintendo DS on GBA Temp. That's cool as hell.
Oh, nice.
Because I do like Undertale as a thing. I think it's a great game. It's one of my favorites of all time. It's just unfortunate that I can't really play it. Yeah. I can't complete it naturally.
God dang Flowey.
Sorry, this accessibility mode is so nice. It makes me feel like a normal person instead of just a complete loser.
It is great. A thing that affects a lot of people, and more developers are going to come to realize that in the years ahead.
Because I really don't think the issue is that... Because for me, I don't want all the games to have the same controls and be super easy just for me. I just want an option if I really... have difficulty with like fast response and stuff like that, as you've probably known if you watch a stream for any extended period. Yes. I like there to be an option for like, listen, we're not going to try to make you feel like a dick. We're gonna, we're not going to make you feel like a piece of shit. Just, and I appreciate that. I really do. It's cool.
So really what we're trying to say here is this game is the full package. It's a great game. And even if you're not into hardcore platformers, it's so accessible and nice. it feels like it doesn't hate the player.
Tra-la-la, that's actually, a lot of the major devs actually are pretty light on strobing, I've noticed. I think that a lot of the big ones, it's less lawsuits because they're not, because of the warning at the beginning of every video game, there's really no risk of lawsuits because they let you know, hey, you could get a seizure, so fuck off, basically. And,
Fuck off.
yeah, actually it's funny because the first time people actually saw this was with photosensitivity issues regarding games was actually with Nintendo, and they actually, originally it was called Nintendo Syndrome. And
Oh, really?
yeah, there's a whole, I want to say it's, who is it? Bad Influence has an actual, one of their episodes features a segment with someone from, like, the British Epilepsy Society. And they actually give they give some really good suggestions. One of their suggestions when when my photosensitivity issues was a lot worse, their suggestions was to wear an eye patch. And lo and behold,
Yeah, you wouldn't think that works, but it totally does.
it worked really well for me. Wearing an eye patch, playing on a much smaller screen, playing in a well-lit room. My technique, of course, is looking away from the TV when it gets super flashy, and that actually is pretty good.
God, I know I've played this before, but it's fun. Again, all it takes is a little bit of balance, a little bit of tweaking. Just gotta keep your players happy and not brutalize them. I know a lot of people are into that. And that's fine. Just, a lot of people aren't.
Uzi's like, you like video games and wrestling, Alex. What do you like that doesn't have strobe lighting? Well, joke's on you. I also love theme parks. So, yeah, it was... It's something that, like, I had a little bit of an issue with, but the older I get, the worse it gets, so it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
One of the fun parts about getting older is that, like, if you have, like, brain issues, they do get worse, which sucks, but, yeah.
Alright, now here in this level, they've introduced these bubbles, which let you dash in any of 8 directions, and it also restores your regular dash, so you can chain together a whole bunch of them. There we go. And now they got the wind blowing on you, like in Ninja Gaiden 2.
There's actually, yeah, sorry, I'm reading chat's having a discussion on the necessity of flashing stuff in things. And I'm going to say, like, I understand if it's integral to, like, your story, what you're doing. I do understand that there are times where strobing is actually used, and I'm not, like, I can't be like, artists never use strobing, but if you're playing a game and stuff like that, it's nice to, if you could at least have the time to give an option to, like, tone it down or whatever, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
While you're at it, consider color blindness mode. That's another game thing that games are doing a lot these days.
Yes, and that is awesome, by the way. I am just full solidarity with all the colorblind people out there, because as somebody who can't stand strobing, it's not obviously the same thing in the least, but I feel you.
Not every player is the same. You just gotta have consideration for others. And when you do, that makes your game open up to a whole different player base.
Actually, yeah, I gotta say, this is just me being a marketing nerd, but if you want to get in a different base, one really easy thing you can do is just make your stuff even slightly accessible, because, man, even if you do something really simple, like, what I do is I actually add on Twitter, I make sure I add captions to I put on the mode to let you add captions to photos and stuff, and man, weirdly, I swear my audience has grown since I've done that. I don't know if, like, people with screen readers are watching me or following me more or something, but man, yeah. Oh, I didn't know Jeff Gerstrom was colorblind. That's cool that he's talking about that.
It largely affects men for whatever reason, so it's just one of those things. Too late. Yeah, a lot of these rooms, the big challenge is in stringing together all these different moves you have to do. That's a fun thing.
I didn't think this would be a stream where we're all talking about accessibility in games and, like, that.
Yeah,
but
well,
that's
here
cool.
we are.
Also, thank you everybody chatting about this and also not losing their mind over it. I have definitely seen some discussions about this where they're like, if you want easy games, you're ruining gaming. And you're just...
Some people just think any kind of change is bad.
Yeah, and it's
when
like,
really
nah.
it's no. Nobody loses anything over this.
It's just, exactly. And if you have it as just an option, then, you know, it's not so bad.
Fuck, I lost my dash. We'll get this. We'll get through this.
We will do this.
Alright, did it.
Ah, 81 Rambler. No, I did not notice the strobing difference between Ninja Gaiden and the Virtual Console version. But I do know that, and I saw some folks in chat talking about it earlier, but a lot of the re-releases of some games actually changed the strobing to make it more...
It's true, especially on Virtual Console.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and... I can appreciate that, actually. I don't know how I feel about the necessity of it. Like, part of me is like, well, I don't know if I believe in art being changed. But another part of me is like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's not that whatever of a change.
It's not a huge thing.
If you want to play the original, it is very easy to get the ROM. Mm-hmm. So it's not like someone's actually changed the original. They just changed that release, and that's fine.
I think we're nearing the end of this level. This is where the game starts to get a little tough. Nope, not enough. But you see how quick the restarts are? It doesn't even give you a chance to get mad. I like that. Ah. Huh? Oh, I didn't know this was over here. Let's see what this is about. That's just a strawberry.
Ha ha! Now
who loves the strawberries?
I was gonna say, now who's too into strawberries?
Alright, I got a new strawberry. I like that it shows 1,000 points, even though there's no score in this game. It's just like you collect a fruit, you gotta get something. It's a video game, come on. Oh, I did it.
The thing about the people are talking about the Porygon episode of Pokemon, and the thing about that episode is that if they just put on, like, darken the screen just by a little bit, it actually probably would have been fine. I personally, and it's different for all people, I should mention, but I personally find when they, for me, screen dimming is typically fine, and strobing doesn't affect me as long as the screen's dim.
Yeah, that's probably the least intrusive way of doing it.
To be fair, I've seen, obviously not the entire thing because I'm not dumb, but I have seen part of the Porygon flashing, and it was very egregious. Like,
it really was.
It was pretty fucking egregious. It was not, like...
Man.
It was like, man... I know you didn't know, but
well, now you do, especially after that.
It was like, man, of course something happened. It was like, I don't know how many seconds it was, but it was an egregious amount of flashing.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh,
you can totally
man.
see how it happened.
Yeah, I was like, oh, God. And especially because it was at a time of day when it was getting dark out already, so some kids hadn't turned on the lights in the room, and I'm like, oh, God, I can see it.
Yeah, it was the perfect storm of that happening. Now, the game does something interesting here. Notice how the last few screens have been like the wind pushing against you more and more. And here it's like almost impossible to walk at all. It keeps progressing like that, and it has a pretty good payoff at the end.
Yeah, a lot of 90s God, a lot of 90s stuff was flashy. I actually sometimes have issues when I watch old music videos and stuff. I'm like, cool, old music video, and then it's like, hey, Alex, guess what? And I'm like, hey, fuck the 90s.
There we go. Oh, it's blowing even stronger now. But you see how they ramp this up? That's what I like most about this game. It's just such a good feel to it.
Yeah, and the thing about flashing and strobing lights is it's not just people who are photosensitive. I've seen like a lot of people who don't, have those issues just get mild headaches from it and stuff. It's just, the nice thing about accessibility is that even if you're trying to make it nice for like the people who it directly affects, a lot of people who it just kind of like, it'll actually help a lot of other people in the long term too, because man, people in general just don't like a lot of flashing lights, like, after a while, because it can give you headaches. Even if you're not photosensitive, you'll just be like, ugh.
How many deaths is that? Something like 30? How many did you have? Like 3?
Yeah, I'm obviously much better at the game.
I rest my case. Oh no! Almost had it. Alright, so we'll reveal what we think about this game as we come to our ratings, but let me just say now, this game is $20. I usually buy games on sale. This one I didn't, and I'd recommend it at that price. It's very much worth $20. And like I was saying before, you notice how the last few parts had me like going against the wind? Here at the end, they actually make the wind blow against your back, and you suddenly run super fast, and it feels great. That's what I'm talking about progression. Whew. So I did beat the game, but there's so many levels I really only beat a third of it. Oh, this is Theo. Theo's cool. And at $20, definitely worth it. Go for it now. If you're on the fence, just go for it. You'll like it.
Is the story as great as they say, Danny?
The thing is, the story's very focused. It's not like you're saving the world or killing God or something. It's very personal. It's really all about Madeline. And I like the characters in this game. They're not annoying. And this guy, Theo, he's pretty much the best. Oh yeah, the hotel stage is really good.
Sorry, I've just been like, man, thanks for the chat about,
Yeah.
Thanks for the chat about accessibility and stuff like that. That was actually cool. I always like hearing, it's always cool when folks talk about it and it doesn't turn into like, everyone's real cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Whoops. This is still pretty early on in the game, I think. But I do like this scene. And then you actually control this part.
Wow, this game owns, actually.
Yeah. Not every game includes a coping mechanism for panic attacks.
I was gonna say, that was a... as a panic attack haver, I was like, damn, accurate.
I was playing through this, and the part that struck me is when Madeline gets mad at him like it's his fault. Like you start striking out at people around you.
That is identifiable. Ooh, buddy.
And the thing is, that scene is where they address it the most directly, like the fact that she has anxiety and panic attacks. The rest of it is all pretty... They keep it subtle, and it weaves into the story and the characters you meet. And best of all, we got the world's best selfie from it.
Apparently Theo has an actual Instagram account.
Oh my god, of course he does. And that's Celeste, a game that's a lot of things. It's been getting really good reviews, and yeah, I'd say it's one of the year's best games so far. This one's gonna stick with you. And it plays really good. Alright, one more strawberry and like 40 more deaths, so good. Add to that death count.
Yeah, I don't know how much I relate to the falling feather actual part, but the part with all the tendrils and when she's lashing out, I'm like, ha ha ha, epic saying.
Yeah, they don't try to say it's the end-all, be-all solution, but it's just one of them. And the fact that they approach that at all, I think, is pretty unique. So let's finish things out. Let's play versus Super Mario Brothers.
Ooh.
Alex, why don't you get started? Though, wait, let me kill off my save game first.
Good.
Oh no, wait, it's already killed off. There you go.
Whoop. There we go.
So this game was released in arcades a year after the original Super Mario Brothers came out. And it's mostly the original Super Mario Brothers. Mostly. Eleanor.
Thank you. How do I put in extra credits?
The same button?
No. Okay, how far can I go?
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't know if you've ever heard of this game, chat. It's a little rare. It's called Mario.
It's called Mario Twins. They look the same.
They look so much the same.
I say to them, you want ice cream cone? Both of them say yes. How in the hell, Alex? Look, I said earlier in the stream I've been on the internet basically forever, so...
Did you see what I just
Yeah,
did?
that was the coolest move ever.
I've never done anything that cool. It sucks.
Yeah, this game does look a little strange because the palette's slightly different for the arcade version. The sky's a little bit bluer than it would be. But they changed more than that. They kinda made this game a little bit evil, as you'll see later on. But at least in the beginning, it's pretty much the same. It's good old Super Mario Bros. 1. They added a drop shadow behind the font, and the coin counter is now triple digits, and that's about it. But what they're doing is luring you into a false sense of security.
Nope.
Not falling for that. See, we have fans of the fake Cynices, the console for sinners.
Finally.
Oh yeah, PlayChoice 10 also has a slightly different palette. The NES palette is pretty weird all around. I know the Wii emulator I was using had real trouble getting the right palette. I finally updated it, and they added an option for realistic palette, which is what I use now. Oh yeah, Dr. Jodo. Sorry to interrupt your singing.
Please do. I was just about to be a total dumbass. Please make me look cooler than I am.
I saved you from yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look up on YouTube, look up Summoning Salt's video for level 4-2. It's super in-depth. It's something like 20 minutes long and explains all the different wrong warping things you can do. Because I don't know if you've heard, but, well, even as of today, there was a new Super Mario Bros. Any percent world record set just by a matter of frames. And supposedly this new record is impossible to beat. Like, straight up impossible. Before it was really unlikely because you had to have a lot of glitches go right, but someone finally did that, and now you can't ever beat the record again. So pay attention to that video. You might be able to tie the record.
I didn't make the jump.
That's your first death, though.
Yeah, actually not bad. I'm gonna be just like all those Mario speedrunners.
Mario.
Alex,
you're killing me.
I will never stop killing it, baby. You're right, I am killing it. Just absolute aces. Just number one on the dance floor. I'm gonna try to make the jump.
Yeah, you can do it. There you go.
No, you don't! I'm fucked!
Yeah, congrats to Todd Rogers for setting a new Mario World record of 3 seconds. Good job, Todd.
Todd.
It's true, Billy Mitchell saw it.
Fuck!
No, you got this.
I'm Billy Mitchell.
You can
Danny,
still
I'm
get...
sorry. I should have told you earlier. You probably wondered about my beard, my hot sauce.
Yeah, you're always talking about this hot sauce. I'm telling you, I don't care.
Constantly changing VCRs and versions of MAME. Selling snarky t-shirts about how I'm a big old cheater.
Oh, there's been a mistake. We're not Billy Mitchell. We're apparently Billy Mays.
No!
Billy Mays here for Versus Super Mario Brothers.
I died 4-2 like a dumbass.
Humiliate your friends. Vex your enemies. Make them play this.
Okay, let's try this again. See if I can get past 4-2. That's my goal. I think it's a doable goal, but I don't know.
This game, you probably played it at a pizza parlor or something. But up until this point, it never was released for home consoles. Just, it came out in arcades in '86, and that was it. No other versions officially were supported. In comes Hamster, with all their ported arcade games, and against the odds, Nintendo granted them a license to release their old arcade stuff. Which, as far as I know, Nintendo has never ever done before. So this is really amazing. Before this, they released original arcade Mario Brothers, and this is their second release for Nintendo arcade games. So far, they haven't made any other announcements about what's coming up. Supposedly, Versus Balloon Fight is coming up at some point.
Ooh.
I'd like to play that.
Yes, me too.
Because this game, it modifies Mario 1 pretty substantially, but you only find out later in the game. Versus Balloon Fight is pretty much an entirely different game, and that's never been ported. So it'll be good to see that.
Yeah, fall down, you little shit. I'm gonna go up here.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo, Sky Skipper. Put out Sky Skipper.
No, let me!
That's the controversial game where Donkey Kong says, damn.
Oh, it won't let me.
Oh, you can't do Mario's Golden Balls?
No.
Hey, there you go.
Hold on. Hold on.
Want to know the fucked up thing? I was doing this earlier today, and it wasn't even for an audience. So I can't say shit.
That's cool. Mario's fine. Mario's feeling good. Feeling strong.
We're referring to the Japanese phenomenon of Kintama Mario, where you put the coin icon between his legs, and it looks like he has big golden balls.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing. It's a thing in Japan that we brought over. We imported it just for you. Mario's gold balls.
We custom imported it, yes.
If you're Super Mario, you can crouch down and make it look like he's pooping. Got all the hot memes from Japanese 5-year-olds in 1986. Oh, so close.
This game sucks, actually.
Oh yeah, tra-la-la, they did reference that in WarioWare. Yeah, one of the interstitial screens they show some character crouching over the coin graphic in a clear reference to that.
Oh. I want to say it was 9 volt, along with 8 volt.
Oh yeah, it was his messed up older brother, or whoever that is. Corrupting 9 volt with his talk of golden balls. So like the other arcade games, this is $8. And it includes Hamster's regular caravan modes, which include a regular 1-credit high score mode.
I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
And also a mode that gives you just 5 minutes to score as many points as possible. And there's leaderboards for all the different modes.
Mario gilded my balls, the hot new meme. Thank you.
It's much nicer than Mr. T.
I just shoved myself right into a fucking Koopa's mouth. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Brady, is that versus Skate Kid Brothers? That's the only bootleg version of this game that I know. It replaces Mario with a skateboarding kid, and it makes Princess Peach naked at the end. BBH has a good article on that on his site. It's pretty hilarious because that looked forward to like thousands of ROM hacks that would do that in the years later. Alright, so I'm playing now. And I'm going to show you just how cruel this game is. First, we're going to get this one up.
Brady says it was normal bootleg. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't horny Mario or whatever.
Horny Mario. At your local Chuck E. Cheese.
Nope!
The thing is, I think Versus Skate Kid also made its way to those Chuck E. Cheeses, so hope those kids didn't beat the game. Not like they could. You'll see. So you see a few things that are slightly different, like the one of the power-ups was in a different block. There's a couple more Goombas than there should be. Nothing too terribly different. Not just yet.
Scarlet Swordfish Kevtris is absolutely still around. I saw him in a video the other day.
Yeah, Kevtris is the architect behind the Super NT. That system that just came out that plays Super Nintendo carts. Yeah, for a while, I thought he disappeared. And I thought it was my fault. Because I've had him dump a bunch of weird pirate games that are, like, super difficult to copy. I've, like, given him a cartridge before, and it's taken him months, and he's been like, alright, I finally did it. I had to invent new custom hardware in order to dump Teletubbies and more, but I did it. Man, that's a game we gotta play on stream. Teletubbies and more.
Yes! Yes! Why haven't we played it yet? We need to.
Good question. It's right on my shelf over there.
I was gonna say, I see it every day.
Yeah, weirdly enough, multi-carts and pirate games are the hardest games to dump because they don't use traditional ROM chips. They use these epoxy blobs that you have to melt and then desolder and then reverse engineer.
Ah, the old glop tops.
Mm-hmm. In the case of Teletubbies, though, it was worth it. Damn it! If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, go to dreamandfriends.com. I have an article on that up there.
He does. It's good. It was written on Weird Pirate Cart Day. When are we going to bring that back? You don't have to do an article. We could just stream it. It's a lot easier now.
When is Weird Ass Pirate Multicart Day? I don't remember.
We got to figure that out. Hue cards use glop tops? I had no idea.
Oh, I guess that's how they keep their slim profile. What? I mean that.
That and Slim Fast, yes.
Yeah, a little bit of Slim Fast, a little bit of epoxy blobs. Alright, so let me paint a scenario for you here.
Okay.
You're a little kid, you're an expert at Super Mario Brothers, like all little kids are. Mm-hmm. And you see this game in the arcades. You call everyone around. You're all like, oh, Super Mario Brothers, I can beat this in 1 credit. I know this game inside and out. So you bring all your kids, all your friends, your family, tell them to gather around the cabinet, watch you put on a show, beat the game. And everything goes normally at first. You hit the first warp zone, then you hit the second warp zone where it turns out your only option is World 6. That's kind of weird. Usually you can go straight to 8, right?
Yeah.
So you start out in World 6. This seems pretty normal. I think this is pretty much the same as vanilla World 6-1 from Mario 1. Only there's a lot more enemies in this one. And they're very dickishly placed, like those Goombas.
Like this. This sucks.
Yeah. They take away a lot of blocks, increase the sizes of pits. So at this point you're sweating. You're hoping your friends and family can't see it, but you're a little nervous. Didn't count on getting through Worlds 6 and 7, but, you know, you've played through them before. Nothing you can't handle.
Mm-hmm.
World 6-2, you're like, oh, okay, it's just regular old World 6. No problem. Mom's gonna be proud of me. My teacher's gonna buy me candy. I don't know.
Teacher's hanging out of the arcade, huh?
Yeah.
That's actually cool as hell.
Teacher's gonna give you no homework for a year if you beat this game. But if you fail, you're gonna have extra homework. So the stakes are really high.
Like, okay, I can do this, though.
No problem, just World 6, whatever. Then the developers do something really nasty. In World 6-3, this game turns into the Lost Levels.
No, it doesn't. Does
Yeah, it does. The next level is straight up a level from the unreleased Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels.
Wow. You're not kidding.
Yeah, and to say this is more difficult than the levels before it is an understatement. There we go.
You're getting extra homework, Danny.
Yeah. Yeah, you see this as a kid, and instantly you know you're gonna be humiliated. Told all your friends that you could beat this game, and the game just straight up laughs at you. There's a lot of one-frame jumps in this level, like this one. Oh, just barely made it. And it ends with the hardest shit. There we go. I was practicing this earlier today. I can beat World 6. World 7 is a problem. World 7 is a real problem. And it doesn't stop, because this level is also from Lost Levels. Oh, damn it.
Also, 81 Rambler asks if you're telling your own story here, Danny.
No, but I can clearly picture this happening. Because I would totally do it. Making a bet with my teacher.
You've got detention now.
You're gonna have to repeat a year. Oh, damn it.
I think this is where I got caught when I was playing last time.
Oh, yeah.
This level is really hard, and I hate it. I hate this level a lot, actually.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, look at all this shit. This is not regular 6-4. I'm focused now.
Alright, serious time for Danny.
A year's worth of homework is on the line. Right now, that kid's begging his teacher, I said World 6, I didn't say beat the game. I said I'd get to World 6. Teacher's like, you're gonna get expelled, son.
That part was where I got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Danny was watching me, I just died repeatedly.
Ooh, okay. I did it!
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm proud of myself. I know I'm not going to beat the game, but at least I got to World 7. And that's the thing. The game stays mostly the same until you get to late in the game, and straight up it turns into Lost Levels. They just take levels from Mario 2 and put them in here. Now this one, I think, is the original 7-1. No!
That sucked! I'm so sorry!
Oh!
He just jumped right into one of them Beetle Boys there.
Beetle Boys.
Okay, they're Bullet Bills, not the Beetle Boys.
See that?
Now you're big and strong.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit! Help! Oh god, the firing squad's after me.
Watch out!
Stop, please. I know I'm already gonna do another extra year's worth of homework. You don't need to do this to me. Oh, shit!
Okay.
That's too many enemies. But you see what I mean? This is a cruel joke. A cruel joke to anyone who plays this game. You start off thinking it's regular Mario, you're going on just fine, just having a good old time, and then bam, it punches you right in the face.
Wow, that was really good.
And then it has the audacity to bring in a water level from Lost Levels.
Oh my god!
This is where I finished the game for the first time earlier today, and this is where I spent most of my time, because, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I watched you play a bit of this.
Look at all these god dang bloopers. That's too many bloopers.
Nah, seems fine.
No! Too many squids. No, 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 no! Okay.
Oh my god.
You also gotta worry about the undertow. It's been so long since I played a water level, you know, because you warp to the end in Mario 1, you never see a single one. But this one makes you play it. Oh my god. This is the best one credit run of this game
Yeah,
I've
you're
ever
doing
had.
really good.
Whew. Yeah, if Super Mario Bros. 2 was Mario for super players, this is for speedrunners.
Everyone was making blooper jokes in chat. We got, Merch said, it's a whole reel of bloopers, and Uzi said, too many bloopers and not enough practical jokes. God, dude.
And then they throw a flying cheap level at you, like, good god, have I not suffered enough? Whoa, okay. Yep. That was where that was gonna end.
Suffering.
Alright, that's my new record, World 7-3. I don't think I'm beating that anytime soon. This is a tough, tough game. Here's an exclusive remix.
Wow, I like this.
Yeah, it's cool. Doot, 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 doot. Sorry, Mario. Alright, I didn't humiliate myself too badly. I'm glad I practiced that. And you had a pretty good run of Celeste. I thought that was a good way to show off the accessibility options.
Honestly?
You're just being completely invincible.
Okay, so straight up, if you know anyone that has a game with accessibility options and they want us to show it off on stream, let me know, because I like showing off accessibility stuff. That's cool. If you want someone to test your accessibility options for like, here's an easier mode, I'm like, just straight up call me on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Alex is your man.
I am.
Talk to Alex.
If you want someone to really test that.
Alright, it's time for judgment.
Judgment time.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave the classic Mario theme up here, because we've got a milestone to celebrate. Tonight we are gonna add the 100th game to our mascots list. 100 games.
I am.
Everything from Imagineering to first-party Nintendo, and everything in between.
Alright, we're letting our mascot list load here. Looks like it's loaded, and... Spladoosh.
Spladoosh.
Yeah, you got me saying that now, because of,
Good. Alright, so scroll to the top of that list, because I think we got a new top 10.
I agree.
Y'all, I really like Celeste.
I love
it.
Celeste. Oh my god.
They put so much work into it, and not just in terms of level design, but in terms of pacing, in terms of accessibility, in terms of the story actually being about something and not being totally up its ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not talking shit on any particular game. I'm just saying a lot of indie games, they get up their own ass, but Celeste doesn't. It does it in a nice, subtle way that I thought was very pleasant. Oh boy. Top 10 for sure.
So,
Let's
Super
start
Mario World is at the top.
Let's start at Donkey Kong Country.
Okay.
Is
That
it better
is.
than Donkey Kong Country? I'm gonna be controversial and say yes.
I agree, actually.
Alright, let's move it on up. Pulseman, Super Tempo, what do you think? I don't know if it's ready to take on the likes of Dynamite Headdy. That's about my limit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
And
Well,
Sonic 3 and Knuckles really has so much to offer, and it's such a classic thing.
Yeah.
I didn't mention our usual disclaimer. This is all decisions are final. However, you have one final chance to make a case for or against these games we're going to include on the list. Anyone who's played Celeste, feel free to weigh in. If anyone didn't like it, I'd be especially interested to hear from you.
Yeah, actually. We want to get perspectives here. We don't want to be...
This game is pretty universally liked. It has, I think, a 92 on Metacritic at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see.
Right now I'm thinking between Super Tempo and Pulseman.
You know, that sounds good to me too. 1 second, I lost chat here. I'll grab it again in a second.
Oh, Uzi, that's pretty relevant. Is Celeste's dashing mechanic better or worse than Pulse Man's?
Ooh, good question.
Now, Celeste, it's more short range, but also you have more control over it. And later on in the game, it expands and becomes a little different, but also more complex. Mm-hmm. I want to say I like it more than Pulse Man's, which makes me want to rank it above.
I do too. I think right below Super Tempo would be a great place for it because I really like Celeste, and they're it's one of those few. It's one of the few like hard games where I can actually play it. It just doesn't feel like it's yelling at me or calling me stupid. I know that sounds weird, but it's really nice to play a really difficult game.
I got that sense. Platformer. I got that sense even without the accessibility options. It doesn't have that kind of unpleasantness that other masocore platformers have, as they're called. It's encouraging rather than discouraging. That's kind of what you want to do with your players, you know?
Like, I was having a really good time trying over and over, and
the fact that it accommodates that is pretty remarkable, I think.
It is, actually. I've never played... It reminds me a lot of the only other game I can think of that kind of gives you a lot more options like that I've played, I should say, is Kirby. Kirby games always give you the option to just float above a bunch of shit, if you're like me. And I typically play float mode, to be honest.
Alright, it's been mentioned that, yeah, a lot of retro-styled indie games do rely on a dash mechanic. That is the thing.
That is true. That's true.
Dust Force, that's, well, really basically all of them.
That's all, yeah. I can't think of an indie game I've played that's a platformer that doesn't have a dash mechanic that relies on.
It's difficult to put into words, but it really feels good in Celeste. It's used just enough. It doesn't feel like it's ripping anything off. It feels like it's its own thing in the service of the level design, which is about all you can ask for. And I realize the speed up music in Super Mario Brothers is a little bit distracting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's hurry up and rank these before Mario dies.
I would say below Super Tempo, because Super Tempo was just so visually interesting and
Super
different.
Tempo was balls to the wall, creative, just completely out there. Yeah, let's do that. Celeste, better than Pulse Man. Officially. Should note you can get Celeste on PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Mac, and Linux.
Lots of systems. Can I just do that?
Just put what we have for Sonic Mania, which is that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's on everything. And if you enjoy platformers, I highly recommend it. That's Matt Makes Games. Matt Makes Games.
And Blab, I'm glad you're here to be unafraid to get messy about games because someone needs to.
Yeah, tell it like it is.
We
can take it.
We need someone to tell it like it is who also doesn't suck. So thank you. Not that makes it sound like the rest of y'all suck. No one sucks in our chat. You're all wonderful.
Good job, Alex. They all left now.
Oh, good. Oh, my mentions.
All right, so game number 100 for this list. It's just so characteristic of us to rank versus Super Mario Brothers before we put the original Mario Brothers on this list. So we have to consider... Well, let's think about this. Where would we put the original Super Mario Brothers on this list?
Matt Makes Games isn't one word. Let me fix that. But while I fix that, I will think about versus Super Mario Brothers. Well, it's like regular Super Mario Brothers, but hard. So
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a little bit...
But it's a mix of both. I don't know how to feel about it, because it feels like the addition of the Lost Level stuff was a really craven, quarter-munching type arcade maneuver.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to...
Super craven.
I was trying to say that with my story. Like, it lulls you into a false sense of security, and then it's like, whoa, Lost Levels. You're not going to beat this, stupid. You're going to embarrass yourself at the Chuck E. Cheese.
Like it's only at level like 6 or so that they start adding that too. It just seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I would actually rank it because I don't know how I think about it. Like,
but the original Mario 1, where would we rank that?
Oh God, I don't know where to. Oh, don't. It's so influential and so good. Don't.
Yeah, I think Super West Craven Brothers is a ROM hack. We should cover Mario ROM hacks. Let's rank them all. How does Wheelchair Mario rank against Super Poop Brothers? That's another list for another time.
Yeah, the high score music is really good too in it.
Mechanics are the same. Most of the levels are there. It is mostly Mario 1, so it's mostly a good game. And then it isn't.
Are you ready for my hot take?
What's that?
I'd put it around the level of gimmick.
Yeah.
I'd put the original Super Mario Brothers higher, though.
Original Super Mario Brothers in our list would probably be top 10, but you have to consider the changes they made to Versus. You know what? I don't like Yoshi's Island, and I still like Yoshi's Island more than Versus Super Mario Brothers.
You're right. So I think I would put it below Plock. So we're gonna go with Plock.
Which would I rather play?
This sucks, because I would rather play Plock.
I'd rather play the first 5 worlds of Versus Super Mario Brothers and then give up, but we do have to think about the whole game.
Yeah.
Putting Plock on the spot again. Hate to keep doing this to you, Plock, since you don't have arms and everything.
I would maybe I'd put it below Plock, but above Little Nemo, because I'd rather play it than Little Nemo, I think.
You think so? Little Nemo also does a weird difficulty curve. It gets stupidly difficult around halfway through. And honestly, that affects my ability to enjoy it, I think.
Plock has arms, Danny.
Oh yeah, he does. He throws them. I'm thinking of Rayman.
You're thinking of Rayman again.
Plock and Rayman are basically the same thing. Fight me.
Oh, God.
All right, what does everyone think?
You've been shadow banned from Twitter.
What does everyone think of putting it between Plock and Little Nemo? Because I can agree with that.
That seems to be the consensus.
Plock is more pleasant to play. It gets really difficult later on, but by that point you're expecting it instead of it just being a brick wall.
I think this is where I'm gonna go with that too.
Yep, we're doing it. Final chance to make your case for the 100th game on our Mascot Friday list.
It is.
I think so it shall be. There it is. VA Super Mario Brothers.
Versus Super Mario Brothers. Arcade?
You didn't spell the game right.
What do I need to spell?
Bros! It's bros, pronounced brothers. Millennials. That's right, I'm calling you out. All you speedrunners who call it Mario Bros, that's incorrect. Be correct, damn it. It's my birthday.
It's okay. Should I put it arcade/Switch?
Yeah,
Switch?
That sounds right. Arcade/Switch.
Okay, publisher Hamster.
I'd be curious to know who made the design changes in this one. Like
Developer Hamster? Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Okay. Forgot the period.
Thanks,
after
Boogaloo.
Bros.
See, it's not just me.
No. It's all the wonderful people. Multiple people told me this. Multiple people.
It's important,
Multiple beautiful, wonderful people.
You don't think it's important, you're wrong. And tell me I'm right about the bros thing. Is that just me being anal?
No. It's not just you. It's, according to chat, everyone's like, if you don't spell it versus Super Mario Brothers, you are stupid.
I'm telling you,
I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth.
Look at the katakana. It clearly says Super Mario Brothers. I'm telling all you millennials, all you gotta do is learn basic Japanese, and then you can learn how to be correct.
Gate of Doom is not included in the rankings because it is not a mascot platformer.
Unfortunately, not a
We just wanted to show it
platformer.
off because...
We were really excited about it,
Yeah.
and I wanted to bring up Johnny Turbo again. Support Johnny Turbo.
Support Johnny Turbo.
I didn't mention this before, but Johnny Turbo mixed with Data East, that's the crossover of the century. That's like peanut butter and chocolate right there.
Oh man, now I want peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh, me too.
Someone give us peanut butter and chocolate, thank you.
Buy some candy bars, we'll make some sandwiches. Peanut butter and chocolate sandwiches.
Are we putting the candy bars between bread?
Yeah, exactly. That makes it nutritious. Alright, clearly I've been talking way too long tonight.
I'm tired and
I'm ready to give my voice a rest. Alex is under the weather, and he's a trooper for putting up with my constant beratement through this whole stream.
I'm a VR trooper, baby.
You're pushing it.
I really am. I always am.
But scroll to the bottom. Let's have some proof here. We've hit 100 games. That's over the course of approximately 1,000 streams, or at least it feels like it.
Speaking of games, you can actually view this list now.
Oh, yeah.
We have a website, and I have embedded the thing into the website after so many years and so many requests from Bobinator. Thank you you for holding on.
Yep, to celebrate
and for waiting.
To celebrate 100 games being added to this list, it's now publicly viewable on retropals.club. The rest of that site is a placeholder. Please look past it. But the list is there.
It looks good.
It looks fine.
It looks really good on mobile.
I just got to add some text to it. But...
We're working on the text, but it's the basic info's there. All our links are there to our Patreon and everything. And
so if you ever need to check which game is better, Beethoven's Second or Family Dog, the list is right there. You can look it up at the bar. Tell everyone, yep, officially Beethoven's Second is a better dog game.
So you owe me a beer.
I guess so. Let's all drink beer, have some chocolate sandwiches.
Just put a Snickers in between 2 slices of bread.
Delicious.
Danny, that's disgusting.
All right, let's bring the deep fryer into this. Put it between 2 slices of bread, deep fry it. You got a Renaissance fair treat there, my man. We gotta wrap this up.
Dirt Run Fair!
Our current poll is up for our Patreon backers.
Yes.
Go to patreon.com/retropals if you want to join in the fun. Next week's stream is going to be a Nintendo 64 exclusive stream.
Ooh.
Our patrons are now voting on what they want to see. It's either arcade games, exclusives, fighting games, or Hey You Pikachu Round 2.
Oh yeah, we played that before.
Yep, I've still got the full kit, and now we've got an RGB modded N64, so we can play Hey You Pikachu in glorious 720p, if that's the kind of thing you want to see. Mario has died. He's passed away. He's played as much music as he wants to play tonight, and he's going to play us out.
Yeah.
So that's it. 100 games on the list. Come back next Wednesday for N64 games, and go to retropals.club to see this master list of every Mascot platformer. It's out there, it's definitive, and it's for real.
And we will be back on Monday with more Sega CD games, probably.
Yeah.
We do that at 2 p.m.
I'm thinking Sonic CD. That's what people want to see, right?
Yes.
I think
Give me
we should
Sonic
do that.
CD. Let me beat Sonic CD. You can do the funny talking.
Okay.
I will play Sonic CD.
Tune in on Monday afternoon to see Alex play through Sonic CD.
I love Sonic CD. It's the only game I have committed to muscle memory, so...
All right. I'm going to hold you to that. You're gonna see a 1 credit clear of Sonic CD on Monday, so look forward to that. And y'all have a good weekend. We'll see you later.
See ya, folks.